On the 10th day of Midscore, our mod sent to me 7 years of friendship and a love that's blooming freely. What's up, WikiManiacs? It's your boy Josh here on the 10th and my last story of the 10 days of Midscore. If this is your first time, 12 days of Midscore, sorry. If this is your first time listening, there's still 2 more days. Don't stop today. But we've been doing...
The white man trying to take us out immediately. This is the last day that matters.
I'm on cold medicine. This feels like bullying. We got 2 more days, but we've been doing a story every day since December 20th. So go back and catch up if this is your first day. I'm, of course, joined by my 2 co-hosts, John and Sean. What's up, boys?
Hello. If you do us a favor, you should stack these plays. So every new day that comes out, go back to the previous ones. Keep adding and adding and adding and adding.
Oh. And you'll find there's Easter eggs in each one that we've added in afterwards. But you can only listen to it after the 10-day. Go back. It'll all make sense.
Somehow.
And if you know anything about us, you know that's way too much work for us to have done.
Yeah,
and you know that's not
lie.
happening. And you know that's not happening. You absolutely know that's not happening.
Gotta stay for a secret ending, guys.
Yeah, exactly. This one is a long one, boys.
Ooh.
So buckle up. Sean already took his pee break.
Yeah.
So we're in for the long haul. Coming from r/true off my chest. This is one with a ton of updates.
Ooh.
It's probably the longest story I've ever done, save for the one I did on the live stream that was an hour long. So
There's about to be another 40-minute banger like my last one.
it'll be a good one.
I'll keep my fucking mouth shut is what I'm hearing.
So this one is titled, My Best Friend of 24 Years, Born a Male, is now a transgender woman. I'm in love with her and not sure if I should tell her.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Express your feelings.
Yeah. We did one similar to this, didn't we?
I think it's the exact one that I kind of did.
Oh, yeah. Right. That's true.
I was not there for that. I don't.
No, you were. It was
No,
the
you
second
definitely
day.
Interesting.
You were definitely there. Yeah, speak your truth if it doesn't harm anybody, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. I just remembered what day 2 was. This whole time I've been thinking, man, what was the 40-minute long one? And I was like, yes.
The friend.
Now it's making sense.
The friend who is in love with her friend. Yes.
Without knowing. Yeah.
All right. So my friend and I are both 24 years old, and we've been best friends for our entire lives. We're practically brothers. Our parents grew up together, went to the same school, so my friend and I were together ever since we were little babies. We've always had each other's backs, protected one another, cared for each other. When the whole world felt like it was against us, both of us knew we were looking out for each other. My friend is an amazing person, someone I can go to and completely trust. I'm blessed to have this person in my life. My friend transitioned to female a few months ago. She's completely physically a woman. She's been through hormone replacement therapy these past few years. Seeing her becoming so much more happier is amazing to see. I'm absolutely proud of her. It's beautiful to see my friend now be so free, being comfortable with herself, and always having the greatest smile on her face. But I'm falling for her, and these feelings aren't going away. I'll admit that I'm in love with my friend, the friend I've known for 24 years, who is stealing my heart, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose my friend, but my feelings of friendship for her are turning to romantic/sexual feelings and attraction. After my friend transitioned, we continued hanging out and talking like nothing changed. We continued going to the clubs/bars, the movies, restaurants, playing video games. Nothing changed. We kept doing what we always did. This is when my feelings began to change. I started falling in love with her. You know what attracted me? Her, the way she is. My friend is now acting like herself, acting free and full of life, always laughing, dancing, and being goofy. It hurts me because this is someone I grew up with, and I'm afraid my feelings are going to push her away or make this awkward. Like always, I'm insanely happy being with my friend, but my feelings for her are killing me right now every time we're together again. I fall in love with her true self. Her true self is absolutely beautiful. I spoke to another close friend of mine about this, and I just got made fun of. Basically, you want to fuck your bro? Seriously? Is practically what I got. They didn't understand where I was coming from. They didn't understand what an insanely amazing person my friend is. This friend of mine feels it's creepy and nasty that I'm falling for my best friend.
Maybe your friend's creepy is nasty.
Yeah, because also, say, you did fall and you were like, well, I mean, maybe I am into, say they never transitioned and you started catching these feelings. Would they be like, I mean, probably this friend sounds like they suck, but I mean,
piece of shit.
but like, I mean, it's the same thing. Like if they had never transitioned and you had feelings, I mean, that's nothing crazy.
Well, just paint it this way. Say she was born a woman and you grew up with her as a woman friend. Like she was your best friend from childhood, and then you fell in love with her. This friend would definitely be like, "Oh yeah, go for it." Like that's completely normal. Like I think this friend is very bigoted, thinking it's weird.
It's straight up bigot.
Also, it's just like what OP said. Like, yes, this is his OP's friend. This is his friend, and like nothing that they do really has changed. But OP has stated like she's essentially different because she feels free now. You know what I mean? She's like she's smiling. The mood is different. Like, so I can imagine things just being completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I don't know. The friend is.
Creepy and
cut
nasty.
them off.
Yeah.
Cut them fucking off.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Josh. Proceed.
Yeah.
Lock in.
So this friend also isn't taking my friend's transition seriously, which is another reason why they're acting immature.
Okay, so then for sure, cut them the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're transphobic.
All he did was make fun of me, so ever since then, I haven't spoken to anyone else about how I feel. Also, aside from being scared of losing my friend, I'm afraid of what our families will think. What happens if my friend and I do end up together and our families start to panic?
I mean, if real life is like any television show, it tells me that these parents would be fucking stoked. Like, just hope.
I hate to break it to you, Sean. TV is not real life.
Really? It's not pretty one for one. It's not.
I know you try to compare everything to TV, and it works a lot of the time. Actually, I'm surprised, but
yeah, my hit rate is pretty decent.
That's pretty good. But basically, he's saying he doesn't want to mess up his parents' friendship.
Yeah, the dynamic between the families.
Yeah. Both of our families were completely supportive when my friend transitioned, not a single negative comment.
Yeah.
Everyone is proud of her, and the love our families have for her hasn't changed at all. I feel like I'm overthinking all of this, especially because being friends is very different from being in a serious relationship. If anything, our families would be insanely happy we're together and would be so annoying. Ha ha ha. But I'm more worried about the negative response, which is why I believe I'm overthinking this whole thing. Plus, if I even plan to confess my feelings for her, I have to do it soon. She's always being asked out on dates, but she tells me she's looking for the right person to spend time with. I feel this is my opportunity to confess, but I don't know if I should. I don't just want to confess how I feel about her. I want an actual relationship with my friend. If any of you have advice, please definitely share it because I have no clue on what to do. I'll love to tell my friend how I feel about her, but I don't want to lose our 24 years of friendship. I also don't want to make it seem like I'm falling for her just because she's now a woman. I don't want her to feel that way at all. What do y'all think I should do? I'll absolutely appreciate any input and advice. I'll greatly appreciate it so much.
Gotta say, rip the Band-Aid, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like, I feel like you love this person from the very beginning of, your relationship, even though as friends, you've seen her, become the person that she wanted to be. And you said it yourself, like she seems more free. And not only, you love them as a person, but you fell in love with their personality and everything that they've become. Yes, it might be a risk to, tell them how you completely feel about them. However, you might lose yourself in a process and you might regret it later on if you don't, shoot your shot, essentially, right? I always say closed mouths don't get fed. And if it's a risk that's willing to take, she'll also understand, like, hey, like you're feeling this way. If she's really been a friend, in your life the whole time, especially how close you guys are, she can kindly tell you, hey, I'm not interested in you in that way. And then that's the closure that you need to be like, all right, we should still continue to be friends as, you've been part of my life forever. Or if, the luck is on your side, then you guys can kind of start like having a full blossom relationship. So, but you won't know the answer unless you tell her what you really feel.
Yeah, I agree. You should tell her immediately, kind of just like, this is kind of where I'm at. And I feel like what was the last sentence? Something like, I don't just want to tell her I want to be in a relationship with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you can have your wants, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's up to her. So like, you can't just like expect and demand type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
True.
you should just tell her. And then however she feels after that is, how she feels. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, like I gotta date this person. Like that's my best friend. So I hope you're more open to other, possibilities. Cause I don't know. That last sentence worries me for you.
Fair.
But I will say, just like what John said, just rip the Band-Aid off. And these feelings may or may not be new. You may have been in love with them the whole time. You just didn't know. Or it could have just been like
the way they talk about this person.
Yeah.
I feel like they have been.
It could be a mixture of things.
Yeah, but like it didn't solidify until like you saw what they were like, free of like the burden of being in the skin of somebody that's not them. Like now that they know and feel like truly like themselves, you're falling in love with that, which is, it is recent. So these are maybe, there's always been, I got love for all my friends. You know what I mean? And then that love changed probably for you whenever they found out or whenever they started feeling like themselves truly. So I would say, kind of just feel it out with them. Tell them like, these are, maybe new, but maybe they've always kind of been there because we spend all our time together all the time. Like it sounds like, when it's the type of vibe that like when you're with somebody else, you'd just be like, man, I really wish I was with so-and-so instead.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm kind of feeling that's kind of where that is. So like what John is saying, the love has always been there. You just didn't know until you've seen them be free.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Also break up with your friend.
For sure. that person is a bigot, I think.
Yes.
So
I agree with everything that I think just be open and honest. But as Sean stated, you can't expect those feelings to be returned. You got to be able to be open to being
multiple realities.
Yeah, exactly. Being open to just being friends for the rest of your life, which is also fine.
Perfectly fine too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not, holding it against them or yourself. Just be honest and then see where it goes. You never know. With that, let's hop into the update number 1 of many. All right, screw it. I'm going for it.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to ask out my friend. It's Saturday, 1 p.m. right now. I'm going to see if she wants to go on a date tonight. First off, wow, thank you for giving me the motivation. Reading your comments has made me realize I shouldn't waste time. I need to go for it or I'm going to regret it. My plan is to take her out on a fun date and I'll confess my feelings during the date. I might even show her this post as I literally poured out all my feelings into this post. She actually lives a few houses down the street. We live in the same neighborhood/street. That's why we're pretty much together 24/7 every week. I'm going to message her to see if she's home so I can stop by. And while I'm there, I'm going to ask her out. Wish me luck. I'll continue to update y'all. So he did it. And there's an update too.
Crossing fingers that you got a date, buddy.
I got a date tonight.
Hey!
I was insanely nervous walking to my friend's house, but I can't stop smiling because, wow, I actually got a yes from my friend.
Nice.
One issue I had was where the date was going to be. I had no idea. But I remembered she loved this 80s bar and grill that has karaoke every night and tacos. So that's where we're going.
I'm triggered by bar and grill.
Chili's?
Chili's. When do they start doing karaoke at Chili's?
They don't sell tacos? Actually, maybe they do. I don't know.
I think they do.
I think they do.
They have everything there. Sponsor
Please
us.
sponsor us.
Please.
We're begging.
Damn,
So
I want some.
Tonight, it's going to be tacos, drinks, 80s music, and karaoke. Sounds like an awesome date.
Oh, yeah.
I told her it was going to be pretty relaxed and I didn't want to rush into it. Showed up, started talking like usual, and that's when I asked her. Told her I'd love to take her out on a date tonight that I've been wanting to ask her out for the longest time. I definitely tried to hide my face from blushing because she had a huge smile when I asked her out. She's even extra excited because we're going to her favorite place. I feel asking her out made her comfortable to flirt with me, and she started complimenting me and even kissed me on the cheek before I left. She definitely felt more intimate.
Preemptive.
And I finished.
And I finished at the kiss on the cheek.
Shout out to day 9. So she definitely felt more intimate, if that makes sense. She even said she's going to get extra pretty for the date tonight. I'll admit I'm really looking forward to that. Although it's impossible for her to get extra pretty, seeing as she's already gotten already. I don't know if that sentence made sense, but I think I get the gist.
I understand the sentiment of what he was trying to do.
I think so. I'm still shaking, honestly, LOL. The shakes are more of excitement. I'm going to pick her up in 2 to 3 hours, so I'll definitely be getting ready soon. Haven't gone on a date in quite some time, so I'm really looking forward to tonight, especially with the date being the girl I really love. I'm still nervous, but it'll pass eventually. I'll keep you all updated. I'm not going to leave you hanging.
Thank God.
There's a tiny update. I think the same day, if I'm not mistaken, right before the date. So I'm heading off to pick up my friend. I'm insanely excited, but really nervous. I'm sure it's going to go great. You probably won't hear from me for quite a few hours or till tomorrow morning. I'll definitely
or till tomorrow morning. That's what I like to hear, champ.
I like the optimism. I'll definitely reply with an update. For now, I'm off to my date. Wish me luck and wish you all an amazing Saturday. So, another tiny update.
Man, this guy is fucking edging us with the updates, brother. We could have just had one big update at the end.
This is the next morning.
Ooh. Interesting.
Hey, everyone. Sorry I kept you all without an update, but the date actually ended around 4 a.m. All I'll say for now is, wow, what an amazing night it was.
I bet it was, buddy.
It was really incredible.
Bet it was.
I'm going to get up and I'll be posting the update soon. I just want to tell you all how it went. Saw the comments on how you all want an update, and I definitely won't leave you hanging. So this is a few hours later. I imagine he went back to sleep and recovered a little bit.
As a matter of fact, they were up all night. Shout out the X.
So, hey everyone. Hope y'all are doing great. Sorry for taking so long.
This edging is crazy.
Sean's getting bricked up every update, bro.
Yeah, what the heck? Let me fucking finish already.
He says, I feel bad because you all have been waiting all day yesterday for an update. So they feel bad for you, Sean.
Okay. But yet we got 5 more updates to go.
They keep going on too. I got a little busy. Unfortunately, had a family barbecue, so I was helping my dad set up everything throughout the day. I'm finally back, and here's the update you've all been waiting for. The date was absolutely amazing. I'll even say it was the greatest night ever. Spending time with the person I really love doesn't get better than that. All this made me wish I had asked her out a long time ago, but it's better late than never. I'm insanely happy I did ask her out. Like I said in the previous update, how my friend was going to get extra pretty. Wow, did she look beautiful. She was breathtaking. Had a lot of butterflies in my stomach. She had a red dress on, wore a blue shade of lipstick.
I was waiting
Sorry, sorry, you can't say red dress and not expect one of us to fucking.
Had her hair tied back. She looked incredible. The most gorgeous girl in the bar we went to. My heart kept pounding though, LOL, because wow, she looked stunning. Seeing as this was a date, I really wanted to flirt, so I kissed her on the cheek and told her she looked gorgeous. Seeing her smile and blush just made me blush as well, and I was definitely trying really hard not to screw everything up. I wanted to take things slow. I didn't want to make my friend feel uncomfortable at all. We got to her favorite bar, and from that moment, everything went perfectly. I didn't drink too much as I was the designated driver. My friend, though, she had an insanely fun time. She was dancing around, jumping, singing. She was having a blast, and it was great to see her having so much fun. It was kind of hard to keep her in one place. She was super hyper. Like I said, this is her favorite place. We enjoyed ourselves as if there was no one around. We talked a lot as well. She really appreciated that I asked her out. I admitted I was pretty nervous about everything, but her being such a sweet person really lowered my nerves so much. All of you were right about her dropping hints at me because she said she was dropping so many and I never caught on to them. I admit I suck at stuff like that.
I don't blame you, brother. I'm the same way. I cannot pick up hints for the life of me.
We just laughed it off and we were happy to actually finally be on a date. My biggest goal of the night was to kiss her, and she kept winking at me the entire night. I was hesitant to kiss her. I was worried a kiss could be too much. This was me overthinking again because she was pretty obvious about letting me kiss her. I feel she knew I was being hesitant, so she ended up kissing me and didn't hold back either. She wrapped her arms around...
She rubbed her hand on the back of my hair, and I fucking nutty.
She wrapped her arms around me, and I did the same. From the moment we kissed, my nerves the rest of the night were completely gone. We didn't act like friends anymore. We acted a lot more than that. We became more intimate with each other. I kept my arms wrapped around her waist, held her hand everywhere we went, and she always kept her arm wrapped around mine.
Oh, yeah.
It felt really nice, and I didn't want the night to end at all. We kissed a few more times throughout the night. Any chance we had, we'll give each other a kiss on the cheek or lips. Eventually, we went back to her place, and that's when I decided to drink a little more as I was close to home. We continued to sing, dance, acting like it wasn't already 1 a.m. Like I said,
still 3 hours left on this date. Quick math tells me.
What can we do in 3 hours?
Like I said, the main post were gamers, so we decided to continue the night drunkenly just playing Just Dance. I'm the king at that game, but my friend would disagree. I ended up sleeping at my friend's house. She didn't want me to go home drunk, even though my house is actually a few houses away. The rest of the night was just fantastic. The entire night was the greatest I've ever had. I regret not asking her out sooner. Imagine how many incredible dates we would have already been on. The following morning, we woke up, went to go get some breakfast. We just laughed at all the dumb things we did last night. We still continue to be super comfortable with each other, hugging, holding hands, keeping ourselves in each other's arms. None of us hesitated. We just continued to be how we were last night. We had to split up as I had to help my dad with a family barbecue, and my friend was meeting up with her mom. We kissed each other goodbye, and we've been nonstop texting ever since. The only word I can say is wow. That's literally all I could say. What a beautiful night it was. I didn't tell her my feelings. I felt our actions expressed exactly how our feelings were perfectly. Eventually, I'll tell her the things I said on this post, but for now, it's going pretty great. And then he answers some questions. So are we a thing now with how we're acting? Like I said, I'm terrible at these things. One thing I am curious about is our families now, as my friend spent the day with her mom. Knowing my friend, she definitely told her mom. And knowing her mom, I have no doubt she told her husband, who will of course tell my parents about the date. I'm going to meet up with my friend tomorrow, so I'm really curious about what her mom said. Typing this update made me chuckle. I'm just remembering the date. It was so much fun. And I have a feeling there's going to be plenty more dates.
Hell yeah.
I hope this update didn't disappoint, and I apologize if it's super long. But like I said, I didn't want to disappoint y'all. I do plan to continue updating, especially because I'm definitely curious on what my friend's mom thinks about the date. Hopefully this goes well.
There's more.
So that was August 22nd. 5 days later, there's a tiny update.
Okay.
How is everyone doing? Shut the fuck up and get to it.
Edged to you fucking edged us to death, buddy.
So my friend's mom knows about the date. She had a pretty great reaction to it.
Nice.
My friend said when she told her, her mom just celebrated. She was insanely happy for the both of us. She said her mom wanted to know every single detail, but also wasn't surprised that I asked her daughter out. Her mom had a huge feeling I liked her daughter, so she was very happy I finally asked her out. Of course, her mom is now saying, "When is the wedding?" to my friend constantly. I'm just insanely happy her mom is cheering us on. Her family, mine, and some friends are all getting together tonight for a barbecue. I have no doubt my friend's mom told her husband about the date, who would have definitely told my parents. Honestly, I'm just not ready for when my mom finds out. She's going to be super happy, but she's going to be asking me when the wedding is as well. I also plan to ask my friend out on another date tonight, and I want to ask about being in a serious relationship. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I feel tonight might be busy with everyone around. Okay, I think I'm going to skip there's a bunch of quick updates that I feel are super irrelevant.
Inconsequential.
I'm going to go to the final update, which will leave you on a cliffhanger. I apologize.
Oh my God, we're getting edged
You're
to
getting
oblivion.
edged
No
to
climax.
oblivion.
This is insane.
This is the
My
opposite.
pants are indeed dry.
Opposite of yesterday's story. So important update, September 13th, which is like 2 or 3 weeks after the original post. They say, hey, everyone, I hope you're doing all amazing. I want to let you know I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing next about these updates. I'm going to make a new post on my Reddit account tomorrow. I'm going to continue updates there. I'm doing this just in case something happens in the future. Maybe this post ends up being so long it messes up or deletes again. I'm going to be doing this to be extra safe. So this new post will have all the new updates. This original post will be kept there, of course, will be kept here, of course, so everyone can continue to read it. I don't want another sudden deletion, so I'll do my best to avoid that. And then they say, so I'll be posting the update I told you about tomorrow, and it's a great update. Apologize for the long wait. Got a little caught up lately. Hope you're all doing awesome. And I went to their profile, and that was the last post they ever did.
The ultimate edge. The ultimate fucking edge, bro. What?
It's hard to even be happy for you now.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Leaving us
Dare
hanging?
you? How
Piece of shit.
absolutely dare you?
I truly, it seems this was 2 years ago too, so it's been long enough that there should be an update, but there has
Maybe they're
not
married
been.
now. Who knows?
I can hope. I can only actually I don't hope that because they left us on edge.
How
Piece
dare
of
you?
shit.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding. I do hope the best for them. It sounds like their families were super upbeat about it and happy about it. So I'm hoping there was a wedding, but unfortunately we will
this
never.
was 2 years ago. There is a chance.
There is a chance. You're right. So I'm hoping for nothing but the best for OP and his now hopefully wife, girlfriend,
Hopefully.
one of those,
Hopefully.
fiance maybe. But yeah, I apologize for that cliffhanger. But
Wow.
that is any thoughts before we close it off for this one?
No, that shit is just beautiful, you know, like it's not really like the exact same situation, but like that's kind of how like me and Juliet were like in the beginning, because she was my best friend for like 4 years prior to like in a way me shooting my shot. I was like, hey, I think I like you more than a friend, you know, type of deal.
Yeah.
And it was at first, not gonna lie, it was kind of awkward in the beginning because it's like, you know, transitioning from like friends to, you know, kind of like lovers and but the thing is no. But yeah, the thing is like the relationship became so easy because we had that foundation, right? So like when we got together and we became a couple, like we still acted like we were friends. So like, you know, all the things that we did in the past, like, you know, hanging out, kind of just chilling and all the interests that we had together as friends, it was built in already in our relationship. So the transition from like, you know, friends to, you know, having that relationship, it was pretty seamless. So it was funny because like we weren't even engaged for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like we dated for like a couple months and then we got engaged right away. I was like, I fucking knew this girl's gonna be the only one for me. And I didn't want to let her go because I'm like, this is the best that I can ever do in my life. So
yeah.
like, fuck,
Yes,
I ain't gonna fumble this shit. So I'm really glad for OP for one, taking that shot, because it was kind of like we mentioned in the beginning, like there was a chance that, you know, she didn't feel the same way and he would have to live with that and, you know, have to accept the fact that, hey, maybe she's just not into you or like, you know, it's not in the cards right now. But luckily it seems like from based on the updates, despite the fact that we're being edged to fucking death at this moment, seemed like everyone was very happy in the scenario. Again, fuck that friend. He was the only like piece of shit in the story.
Mhm.
Otherwise, was perfect. Glad you guys are getting along. And hopefully, if you update us down the line, hopefully this
They
shit
won't.
trends or some reason.
I don't think so.
And then you give us a reason to make an update. And hopefully, you know, you guys still have like a great relationship, not only together as friends, as lovers, and hopefully all your family get together as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like with most happy stories, there's not too much left to say. Besides that, you know, we're hopefully right in our assumptions that everything turned out well.
Hopefully.
I mean, it seems like if your whole family was supportive of the transition, I feel like they would also be supportive of this. Also, probably both sets of parents knew it was going to happen before it happened, probably, if I had to guess. So it's all around a good time. I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that, you were able, coming from the very first post, you were able to get all your feelings out and it worked out in the end. So yeah, I mean, like John said, everyone is awesome besides that one douche. So
well,
congrats.
And OP a little bit for leaving us.
And OP a little bit of an
For
asshole.
fucking
Leaving
leaving
us
us
in the
For
lurch.
hanging.
edging for 2 years?
Are you
You haven't
kidding me?
posted in
That's
2 years?
crazy.
Maybe they're busy.
Not busy. Not too busy.
You can't write 50 updates and then not have a conclusion.
It's against the Reddit law.
You can't do that.
You can't do it. All right. That is it for day 10. We hope you enjoyed this 12 days of Midscore. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to hear every single day. If you want early access, we are dropping the 12 days of Midscore in 2 parts for our Patreon and YouTube members. To subscribe, just go to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network or head on over to our YouTube channel and hit join. For the month of December, we are doing 15% off our Patreon memberships, so be sure to get it while it's hot. And finally, check out our Reddit on Wiki merch at our shop at redditonwikishop.com. Once again, all the links in the show notes, so go check that out. Thank you for listening and have a happy holidays.